Hi, good evening everyone. So today and tomorrow we will be learning about this plagiarism and academic integrity. Tomorrow we will be seeing some like kind of an hands-on sessions like paraphrasing, then how people are cheating with the plagiarisms, tools, what are, so all these things we'll be learning tomorrow. Today we have a couple of presentations regarding this plagiarisms. Okay, so that will be learning today. So myself Daniel, so I'm working as an assistant professor in an institute in Chennai, as well as I'm the research trainer for Manuscriptpedia. So earlier I am the founder of the company, and now Ms. Judith is taking care of this company, and it's going on. Okay. So we have like nearly 50 plus research topics. Most are like starting from your PhD admissions till post PhD, like postdoc. In between, what are all the research works, research topics like plagiarisms, literature review, all these topics we are giving training to various research community with even our individual events we are doing with the help of Manuscriptpedia. Then with MSME, Ministry of Small Medium Scale, with them also we are connecting and we are training so many faculty members, research scholars, and your master students. Okay. So this yeah, we'll go to the topic. So what is plagiarism? Plagiarism is a word which is derived from a Latin word plagiari, which means kidnapping or abducting some sentences or words or something from others. Okay. If you are taking any words or any ideas or any data from others without citation or acknowledgement, that is the plagiarism. Some researchers will be doing that, taking some others' research works and they'll be presenting as them. Right? Other than literature review obviously we will be taking other research works and you will be presenting. They have done. You will be giving credit to them. Okay, so this is also comes under the plagiarisms. In academic research, always keep it in mind the creator should get the credit. If today I am writing an article, I am publishing those articles. Okay, if you want to refer my article in future, you must cite my article. If you referred my article for your research purpose, you must cite my research article. You are giving credit or you are acknowledging my article. Okay. In future, when your article is getting published, if your article has been helping so many researchers, obviously you will be also getting more number of citations and other credits. So cheating, academic offense, theft, stealing others, these are all plagiarism things considered an intellectual property of somebody. Right? If you are taking my article and rephrasing and writing as yours, it's all plagiarisms. Okay. Some of the examples of plagiarism is a faculty or a student or any researcher copying from the internet book, thesis, any lectures and submitting to the another source as them. That is the plagiarism. Intentionally copying data as a whole. Mostly, other than faculty members, the UG or some PG students will be doing these things because we won't give enough time for writing the project reports. Right? So last 1 week they will be having the time, so they don't get enough time to write the project reports. And we won't teach them how to write the project reports. Obviously, they go to the internet, search some documents, copy paste. So when it will be creating problem is when the faculty member wanted to take those results or some data for publication purpose. When they check the plagiarism, obviously it will be 70 or 80% plagiarism will be there. But many students they are doing a lot of good works, but some kind of an sentences. These are all the things they have taken from another source. It may be intentionally they may doing or unintentionally may happen. Okay. Then self plagiarism is also kind of an example of plagiarisms. Why students researchers mainly plagiarize? Not much knowledge and reference. We don't know why we are putting reference behind the at the last before headings. Okay. Then not much knowledge and citation. There is a difference between reference and bibliography. Bibliography is just if you are asking me, give me 20 articles relevant to this topic, I will be sending 20 articles. Only the reference is the reference alone. So that is the bibliography. If those references are cited inside the manuscript or inside the research letter or inside the literature review or inside any publication, okay, that is reference. Okay, so these both difference were there. But citations, people are not knowing much about citations. Not much knowledge on research we are doing. Obviously, your work is something new than others, right? So if you are writing about your own research work, if you are writing on your own, obviously you will not get under much plagiarism issues. Then copying and pasting various work from school, like even in school, what they are telling is that copy and paste 10 national leaders. So searching in internet, copy some leaders, pasting in some word file, taking printouts. Okay, assignment completed. So these habits we are starting from our school days. Then time limitations. Time limitations. Um, yeah, as I mentioned earlier, for students or for PhD scholars, for many of them they don't get enough time to write their reports. So obviously they'll be copying from other sources. Then laziness, the limited writing skills. Few researchers they'll be having good research skills but less writing skills. Okay, if you see the articles from other countries or other universities in abroad, they'll be having a small results, but if you see the discussion, it will be for 1 or 2 pages. It will be for 1 or 2 pages because they write in their native language. At the same time, they discuss more in the research article. But we do a lot of research work, but we won't discuss much in our research article. Okay, so these are all some of the points which will make the students or researcher to plagiarize. Some of the activities that leads to plagiarism. Few researchers what they're doing now, copying from other language research article, doing some translating and making as them. These are all you should not do that. Okay. Then using research consultant to write reports, journals, books, thesis. Okay. See, some consultant uh, they have expert in your discipline. For example, if I am a consultant and I am writing a research article, so I should have a person in. For example, I am from civil engineering discipline, so I should have a civil engineering person. So if you ask me, can you write thesis or can you write reports? I must give the work to the civil engineering person. But now many companies, what is happening? You will be from some other department. The person who is writing your report or writing your journal, writing your thesis will be some other department. See, you cannot write. That is the reason you are going to give to somebody, right? So if somebody is writing from some other department, see, if my thesis is written by a marketing person or some commerce person or some chemistry researcher, if they are writing a research article. So relevant to my discipline, do you know all the meanings and terms which I used? What is the analysis which I have done? How they can write more number of discussions, more number of all these things, whether interpretations of results, all these things, whether they can do that? Obviously, no. If they'll be doing, they go through Shodh Ganga website, they'll be downloading 2-3 theses and they'll be rephrasing something and they'll be providing to you some consultants. But plagiarism may be reduced because with the help of Quillbot or with the help of Quillbot Premium is there, with the help of Quillbot Premium or Refund, so they pay some money and they do all these things. But after completion of this, you will be giving this thesis to your supervisor. When your supervisors go through the thesis from the first to the last, so many researchers were suffering. I don't want to mention a lot of details regarding in this. In short, I am concluding that. Okay, so be careful because see, if you know to write research article, if you know to write research journals, if you know to write the thesis, you can teach your students. Obviously, you are completing your PhD work, and your student is going to, if he has any doubt regarding the thesis works or some what is abstract, what is introduction part, what is conclusion, what is the content, how you have to separate the figure, all these things. what is bona fide, how to acknowledge. If you know, if you write, then only you can teach others, right? If you are giving your work to somebody to write, obviously there is a chance of having this plagiarism issues. I have a lot of things. If you see, uh, the problems happen to most of the research scholars. Even one aged research scholar, he is a some dean kind of position. Nearly some 65,000 he paid for thesis and other thing. But finally, plagiarism is less. That is not an issue. But when you read each and every sentence, no connection between the sentence, no meaning, no meaning with each sentence. Because while you are doing the conversation, what you are telling, to the people those who are writing, I need an article. This is the plagiarism less than this percentage. These are all the result. Do it. You think now I am giving some result work from my discipline. Okay, I am having some results. I have published. See, during my PhD tenure, nearly 26 articles I have published. Not nearly 26 articles. All are indexed articles from Scopus or Above Science or SAE. SAE currently SAE is not there. Okay. So if I am giving some research work to you to write the thesis, can you write relevant to my discipline? You may be from some other discipline. Can you write for 200 pages relevant to my discipline? I will give money, that is not an issue. But do you think how I will be writing similar kind of thing? Can you understand the work and can you write? Obviously, no. So be careful in all these things. Many people getting this plagiarism issue and other thing. In the institute, lot of issues were there for the scholars because of this plagiarism problem. Okay, the guide will be asking him to write the thesis, so he give to somebody and do all these things. So what guide will be thinking, this fellow not able to write anything regarding what he's done the work, because the meaning and everything is totally changed. A lot I am hearing from many research scholars. Okay. So be careful in all these things to avoid the plagiarism. I know some consultant, even in Chennai, one consultant, he was nearly 7 PhD faculty. They started as some kind of a company and only specific department. I don't want to mention it. Only specific department. They are taking the work and they are doing it. They don't take all the department's works and doing it. Even I am telling them, you give training for the scholars or other, because it will be helpful for them in future. They can guide when they are guiding students. They will be guiding. They will be a supervisor in future. Now you can write now, but in future, if the student is asking them how to write all these things, so whom they will be suggesting is, okay, you go to that person, he will be helping you like that. Then again, your student also has to pay some 40 or 50 or some 60,000. Okay. So keep all these things in your mind and write on your own. Okay. Types of plagiarism: global plagiarism, some entire work. Paraphrase plagiarism, rephrasing some other sentences or paragraphs. Then copy and paste or verbatim plagiarism, copying sentence, figures, table captions. Okay. Then unintentional plagiarism. If you see, put some keywords in Google Scholar, some article will be having 2,600, 500 citations, which means already 500 people referred their research works. Sometimes your sentence may be matched with them, but you will be not doing intentionally, but unintentionally it may happen. Okay. Then patchwork plagiarism, copying novel ideas from various sources and forming a new text. And self-plagiarism, rewriting your own article and forming a new one. Okay. So these are all various types of plagiarism. Similarity index, this is the formula, match words divided by total. What is academic integrity? Honest in all tasks. Express your own ideas. See, lot of works we do in academics regarding, if you will be writing books, you will be writing book chapters, you will be writing review article, you will be writing your technical papers, then you will be writing some project reports or thesis, you will be doing some presentations, right? So whatever you may do, try to have honest in all your tasks. Citations. What is the difference between citation and reference? Citation is a way of disclosing within the main body that the quote, image, chart, statistics are taken from an outside source. I think in the article there are two ways you can do the citations work, whether it is numerical format or alphabetical format. Numerical you can see in the research article. In the introduction part, it will be numbers like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So in the behind in the reference option also it will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. But in the alphabetical way of doing the citation, it will be like Daniel et al. 2019, another person, David et al. 2000. Then after A, B, C, D, then E, Yelin. Oh, so it will be goes on. Okay. So source. Now, if I click one, it will be directly taking me to those articles. If I put my name, if I many people interested to have the first name in the research article, mainly this kind of alphabetical citation, your name will be available in the introduction part, right, Daniel? See, if 20 articles only my name is there, if I am getting some citations, if somebody is searching relevant to my name, easily they can select my articles. Okay. So citation informs the readers the basic source of information presented in the bracket. It may be the square bracket or other brackets. Okay. It contains informations like publication year, last name of the author. And reference is similar. I think you'll be knowing about the reference mainly to have the complete source, like the publication date, title, book, author name, page number, volume number, issue number, DOI number. All the information will be available in the reference. As per UGC, in the year 2020, in April 20th, notice has been issued. Okay, so I think we can go through this. Republishing the same paper which is already published, republishing the same work which is already published, or used data if you are using it again. So just 1 second. Okay, then you will be having a larger work, breaking these works at 1 second or third work and publishing in some other journals or some conference. Okay. Then paraphrasing one's own previously. I have published one work. If I am paraphrasing the same work and publishing another again, these are all comes under self plagiarism. Then self citation. Do not add any numbers. Sometimes you will be adding self citation mainly when you will be doing the research work in the continuous process, right, from one to another. In that case, your earlier published article you will be doing the citations because you will be doing the continuous work. So in the institute, IQAC, vice chancellor, all these committee, they have to check all these things and check whether you can go for promotion or not. All these things they have to check regarding self-plagiarism. So this is American Psychological Association, APS type. I think you'll be knowing about this. The difference in APS 6th and 7th edition is only HTTPS link is there for the DOI number. For 6th edition, no DOI number is there. Sorry, no HTTPS link is there for the DOI numbers. There are only a few changes in the citations. See, if you see in the Sotero or Mendley, nearly 10,000 plus reference styles were there. 10,000 plus reference style. If you are not following this proper reference style, the existing authors, existing literatures will not get any credits or any acknowledgement by citation. How to avoid this plagiarism? Academic integrity. So we know about these research ethics, right? You may do copy somebody and write and form article. You can publish. That is not an issue. Somebody may do your work like that. When you hear how you feel. Okay. So what you sow, you'll read that. I will show some of the incident happened in various institute, for various faculty, those who are not following this academic integrity and research ethics. Okay. Focus on your own idea till the end of your research. Follow author instruction. Every journal there is an option called author instruction. Okay. Go through that. Read those points. Right. So in those points only they will be mentioning that how many number of pages you have to write. All this information, all this information will be available over there. Okay. Then all students or researchers must submit plagiarism reports. See, in the institute level, for final years we are collecting project reports, right? Due to that time, if you are checking the similarity index and if you are collecting, it will be easier for the faculty members to put those articles for publication. Then cite the concept, ideas, fact, knowledge, citations. Many we are not following properly. I know one researcher, she is a faculty or some experienced faculty. I by seeing itself, I easily understand there is no connection between this article and the citations. Then they said, I just put some paragraph. I will write for 2 3 paragraphs. Then I will put just numbers from 1 to 15 in the introduction part, and I will be sending just 1 to. So that is not the correct thing. That is not the correct way of doing the citations or reference or anything. Okay. Then give training to students about writing reports, thesis, plagiarism. In your institute, do they follow all these things? Use plagiarism detection tool. Okay, like Turnitin, Urkund, many institutes they are following it, but I'm not much because Urkund nearly it will show a little bit less. I'm not using much. And authenticate. Then quote and summarize properly. Then awareness and understanding and reference from schools and colleges. Okay. Some webinars or seminars, workshops regarding this plagiarism each and every semester, right? Giving some live teaching are not following copyright and plagiarism. Plagiarism is citation. Okay. But copyright is kind of a violation of law against who owns the copyright or a publisher, avoided by permission or payment. As per International Federation of Library Association, they mentioned that the librarians should promote this ethical thing or to eliminate plagiarism, another thing. They have to promote these works in their institutes or where they are working. Okay. And for regarding citations, you can see there are various different styles. So in-text citations provide the readers with the name of the author, numerical and year of publications. I think you mentioned about in-text citations. Inside the body of the article, in the introduction part, you'll be having the in-text citations. Citations are included for journals, poems, books, and lot more. You can see here just the citations. In Google Scholar, I am having 9 citations. See, this is like a couple of year earlier I have done this. 9 citation. When I click the 9, I'm able to find the article name, milling stability, and so on. So I wanted to download this article. I'm going to Saiga by downloading the articles. And here you can find just I'm searching where is my where they have mentioned about my research works. Here you can see in 32nd article is my article, and 32nd if I search damp, you can see here that damping is used in many applications. So relevant to my research works, damping is used in many applications has been written by these research professors. Okay, then summarize everything is properly. Bruce et al. 2018. These are all alphabetical way of doing the reference. Some of the plagiarism tools used by the publishers like Turnitin, Authenticate, and Urkund. Free plagiarism tools were in online is Plagium, PlagScan, Grammarly, Duplichecker, and CopyLeaks. This is some of the articles which you are publishing in what is that? Turnitin. This is the already published article. Just I am searching. Okay, I am able to get nearly 96%. This is the unpublished article. So I have to exclude because already I have checked this plagiarism earlier. I have excluded few, nearly 27%. Then I have excluded the bibliography. The reference has to be excluded. Then it is around 21 percentage. Same article in ninth syndicate, it is 8 percentage. Okay. So think about the paper retraction. Published work removed from journals due to scientific misconduct since 2007. So these are a little bit old. Okay. So you can see here a total of 980 papers has been retracted from India. See, 980 journals were retracted, removed from the journal due to various plagiarism or data manipulation, copying some data from other articles due to various issues. Okay. So more, you can see at last most of the articles were came from India. A satisfactory explanation was not provided by the physicist in India. Last his third paper. 65 papers from India retracted for image falsification. They'll be copying somebody's image and doing some color correction, and they'll be adding in their images. See, again, you can see this in this website. You can see few information set. See, Lancet is one of the famous journal regarding COVID. Regarding COVID, many research articles you can able to find over here. This article is retracted, which means you can see the title of two articles. Retraction hydrophysics also. Authors were 4 here and authors were 3 here. This is the correct article. Okay. If you are regarding this Lancet and other thing retracted, all this information, many people what we are thinking is if you are copying others' works or other work, nobody will be able to find all these things. Just if you use the rephrasing software and other thing. See, simple. If I go through an article, whether it is rephrased by software or written by themselves, easily you can identify. Okay. Then permission request. If you are copying somebody's images or somebody's, okay, some journals will be asking you to get permission from the authors. Okay. One journal, only my small 1 or 2 tabulations were there. Okay. So they asked me to get permission from the journal or to get permission from the authors. This is the sample forms. The plagiarism level, as per UGC, there is a level for plagiarism. As you see in the screen, level of plagiarism, level 0, 1, 2. Okay. Then for students, the plagiarism or the similarity level is 10 percentage. Okay. So what is the punishment for 10 percentage? Then for 40 to 60 percentage, what is the problem for students? Okay. So if it is 60 percentage and more, such students' registration from that program shall be cancelled. Their students, the registration of the students can be cancelled. Then for staff or faculty members, okay, so shall be asked to withdraw the manuscript, shall be denied to write one annual increment. Your increments will be reduced. Okay. Then for students and staff, you can use these tools for refreshing the research article. Always keep in your mind, first, with the help of the base paper, when you start writing it, write on your own. Okay. Later, when you check the plagiarism, obviously your plagiarism will be very less. In case sometime it is around some 20 or 15 or something, then you can use these tools for reducing the plagiarism. At the same time, always keep in your mind, you may use these kind of tools, but try to write on your own. Try to write on your own. So this is the paraphrasing tool. The thesaurus tool. Just if I am typing better, I am able to get how many words. You can see here, exceptional, improved, superior, preferred, sharpened. So these are some of the words and verbs. When you use for writing the research article regarding this literature review or any other research articles, you can use these reporting words like discussed, conducted, studied by UCIDA, expressed in. Okay, all these information. See, removal of journals. In one journals, in one journal, when I go through the, I don't know to mention the journal name and who was the faculty and all the stuff. Okay, so in their mention in the announcement option, it is mentioned clearly that due to some misbehavior, due to some plagiarism and other issues, this author has been blacklisted and removed the paper from our journal. They have removed their paper from their journals. If you see the whole message, their names, their institute name, all these things were there. Okay. Do you want your name to be added into some journal name and other things regarding these kind of issues? Okay. So be careful in all these things. Be careful in all these things regarding the plagiarisms. Okay. So I think we can have some question and answer sessions regarding this. Just 1 second. I would like to share this information over here. So you can see here some of the errors. For you can see the 331 research papers were being removed in the year 2019. In the year 2019, okay, retracted papers. These articles were not from all disciplines, from the field of chemistry, material science, and engineering. Okay, nearly 40% of the articles in these disciplines, when somebody is submitting to the journal, most of the journals are getting removed. Okay. Yeah. One second. Just 1 second. See how the citation is much needed for this plagiarism and other thing. Softwares like Authenticate, if you are doing the citation properly, if you are doing the reference everything properly, okay, those sentences will not show the plagiarism because you are giving the credit. But it should be not in the same way, it should not be there in the article. Okay. So nearly 9,000 plus reference style, which means each and every reference styles were different. Before submitting your article to the journal, check. See, obviously you'll be spending more time for writing the abstract, conclusion, all these things. But you'll be not spending much time for writing the reference. Okay. So spend more time for writing the reference style. Okay. So this is a common reference for authors, like author name will be there, then title, then year of publication, then volume number, issue number, page number, then DOI number and journal name. Okay, this is the common formats. For book chapters, it is little bit different. So it will be comes under international standard book number, like ISBN number. So some of the referencing tools were Citation Machine, Mendeley, Sotero, Quikka, EndNote. Okay. These are some of the AP editions. There's a website named Citation Machine. You can get the articles from the Citation Machine also. And APA, like authors from two authors were joined together. How you have to write the AP editions. Okay. So this is the alphabetical way of doing the writing the citations, like 1 to 2 and 3 to 4 and all these things. So this is the uh, alphabetical and sorry, this is the alphabetical and this is the numerical, like 1, 2, 3 is the numerical way of doing the citation. And here alphabetical you can see rainbow, all these names you can find. Just go through this query, like what is the average author self-citation and self-referencing rate is most field. Can you take your own article for self-citation, self-referencing? There is maximum 10 to 15%. What should you do if an editor is strongly arguing you to add a reference? Nowadays, reviewers will be asking these questions. Your reference is not properly. Add few articles relevant to those all these things. Okay. So if some reviewers they will be asking that you put these three articles that is more relevant to your research topics. So immediately we'll be adding those articles in our profile, right? So see all these things you have to consider whether how to say like in your be careful in all these things. Okay, do not ask authors to reference your work unless it is relevant and will improve the manuscript. Okay, then email the editor. You have to email the editor chief and ask if there are any different editor can handle your manuscript or not. All these things you have to consider. Then author self-citation, author self-referencing, bibliography, a list of all sources, some basic information here, add it here. Okay, because we have learned because this is a Web Science academic course, so I have learned that course. So I have been gone through this topic. Okay, so I think any queries regarding this today's talk? Just 1 second. Which is better and economical, Turnitin or Authenticate? So recently, a professor named Anup Kumar, Anup, yeah, Anup from Turnitin. So I have his contact number. If you want, I can provide you. Just you can contact him. I asked him for price and other thing. He still said me that our institute the basic price starts from nearly 3 lakh. Okay, for your institute. If you tell number of faculty, this that is basic. But if you see the, I have gone through various uh, orders in the internet. It is around some 3.5 lakhs or 4 lakhs, 4.5 lakhs around. Okay, so Authenticate is the best if you ask me. Better and economical in the sense. I don't know correctly about the pricing of Authenticate. Yeah. For individual access, you can contact Turnitin. Okay. So Turnitin directly, I don't know whether they are providing individual access or not. How they are providing is some brokers kind of people are there. So they bought this kind of ID for a single ID for some 3 lakhs or something. So then what they are doing is they can create more number of sub accounts. In the it will be like kind of a student kind of accounts. Okay. So when they create such accounts, they'll create some ID and they'll be creating some password and they'll be providing it. But keep in your mind, if you are buying the Turnitin account from them, your data can be accessed by them because in below their ID, below their username and password only, they are creating a student account and they can go through your all these details. So be careful in all these things because many people just got to know around 2000 or 3000 or 4000. Immediately they will be buying this. I know like 2-3 people join together, like every people 4,000, every one like thousand they'll be started. All these things. Be careful in all these things before buying. Yeah. So, do the free plagiarism checker like Dupli, etc. Provide the authentic. I will see these are some of the options, but I will suggest don't search your article in this duplicator or some tools. Okay. See some complaint. I think couple of months ago I have heard that some data were being went. Okay. So be careful because even see if I am having a website, you are this is a simple coding which is available in the internet regarding this paraphrasing and other thing. Okay. So if you are doing the same things, okay. So all data were stored with me. So how you feel? So if you're using it for other purpose, before you go for publication, I'll use those articles for other purpose. Okay. Turnitin. You have to assess teacher and student assess. Which one we can use? If your institute is assessed for faculty or staff, you can use the student. Okay. You go to Turnitin. There is a contact us option. You can the only ways you can mail them and wait. If you possible, I will share those details. Those were from Turnitin India, Bangalore, and other sales experts. I will provide their contact details. Try to contact them and ask them, because as per NAC or various accreditations, they are asking some. We have to use some plagiarism reduction tools. Okay, so for that purpose, many institutes were purchasing all these things. Which Turnitin is used for used free or paid for any coursework? I think Turnitin is most probably kind of free if your institute is subscribing. Okay. If you're individually, I don't know how much it will be. As I mentioned, like kind of a lakhs it will be. Turnitin we have two verses and teacher. Yeah. Plagiarism detection tools where I will suggest Turnitin or Urkund or Authenticate. Other than this, I will not suggest anything. In Urkund, I will not, but currently many universities, just the price is a little bit lesser, so many universities started purchasing these things. No feedback form or other things, because all our faculty members, if you see the faculty members, they are from IITs, NITs, and AIMS, even few 3-4 faculties from AIMS, Nagpur were here, and so we don't make you to uh, like attendance and all this stuff. Okay. Any more query regarding these plagiarisms? So tomorrow, what you'll be learning, live, I will be checking on a plagiarism for a separate article, and you'll be learning about the Turnitin. Okay. Then how people are currently cheating. How people are currently cheating for plagiarism using some not following the research ethics, and how they are doing it currently. So how you can check those articles, because you will be refreshing from those articles, right? Again, it will be an issue for you. So how you can escape from those things? Then few presentations we will be seeing that tomorrow. And during initial writing phase of research, one may use paraphrasing tool or should not. I will suggest not to use. See, even I will be using Quillbot. When I will be using, first I will understand and write on my own. First I will understand and write on my own. Now just one example I would like to share in the screen now. Please go through this. Because parallelly I am a research trainer for MSME, so there we are the 1 month training program is going on. 1 month training program is going on. There we have given an assignment for the faculty, the faculty, scholars, and everyone. So one thing I identified, just 1 second, flag. Okay. So I have given them a small paragraph of the introduction of article. Okay. Then I asked them to rephrase it, write on their own. If you see here, only 1 or 2 places you can find the colors. I think here it is not. Just 1% only the plagiarism. I think here the color is not there. Only 1% the plagiarism, which means the only condition I have given them is that, just 1 second. Yeah. Yeah. The only condition I have given them is that I should not, only condition I have provided them that they should not use any software like Quillbot or Rough and Write, or there are so many. Okay. But see, nearly 494 participants were there, but only 97 has been participated. But in that, most of them were written on their own, which means you can write on your own. Just you can go through the research article or the abstract or the conclusion part 1 or 2 or 3 times, and you can write on your own. You have the capacity to write on your own. See, I have experimentally seen, right, because the near 97 people, they have, and nearly only 1% is the plagiarism, but you will not, right? So that is the biggest mistake we do. That is the reason what we will be doing is like these kind of assignments when we provided to the researchers, so they know, okay, they will be think, okay, if see for a literature review article in a minimal, if you are writing a literature review article, here they have written for a single article, same thing they have to do for some minimum of some 60 articles. Then you can have a literature review article, you can do it. Daily, if you are writing like this for 10 literature research article, after 1 week you will be having literature review article. See, easily you can do lot of things. The thing is, you should understand others work, not only rephrasing the job here. You have to understand what they have done, and you have to write on your own. You have to write on your own. Then finally, when you are going to check the plagiarism, sometimes your sentences may be matching with others. See, so simple. I will show you one thing. Uh, Now I will take this first article. This article is already cited by 3,206 people. This article is cited by 3,206 people. Okay. If I go through this article, if I read this abstract or this conclusion or some inside the text will be there, right? Inside the body of the article. If I go through some sentences and if I'm writing, sometimes my words may match with the already few researchers were there, right? Nearly 3,000 people. Sometimes it may match with the other one. Okay. So in that case, when many researchers, when they write the literature article, they will be taking the recently published article. Obviously, you should take the recently published article for writing the literature. The recently published article will not be having more number of citation. Can you tell me any recently published article like 3 years or 4 years is having 1,000, 2,000, 3,000 citation? Obviously no. Maximum it can have some around some 500 is maximum. Less than that only most of the research article will be. Okay. Yeah, 1 second. For language and grammar checking, Grammarly is better or any other suggestions? Because rough and write is not for English corrections, that we are asking. See, Grammarly, many researchers were using. Even one of my the institute which I worked earlier. So there, what happened is like few research scholars joined together and they purchased this Grammarly, Quillbot, and other things. Okay. Individually, if you are paying some money and purchasing, sometimes if you are well, you can pay and buy individual account. Also, that is possible. Or if some scholars, it will be difficult for them, right, for purchasing certain accounts. So they will be joining 1 or 2 or 3, 4 scholars together. They will be purchasing an account and they will be using that for their purpose. Okay, they have a common create a common email ID and they purchase it, and everyone will be using that. Yeah, rough and write mainly for rephrasing and other thing. Grammarly it's okay. That is more than enough because we are all not a native English speakers. Obviously, we'll be making, even for my article, I have some language professionals were there. Even in our company, we have professionals were there. They used to check all these things: grammar errors, this active voice, passive voice, then how many references there, all the reference were checked or available inside or not. You may be having some figure 1, 2, 3. So have you mentioned all these figures inside the manuscript or not, as in between the paragraphs? So all these things we will be checking. So proofreading service, language editing service, we are doing that. If you need any help, you can contact us later. Even in sometimes even though these people they do by their own, still we get assistance with this Grammarly and other things. Which software is useful for research work to minimize plagiarism? See, I shared these advertisements in one of the group in some faculty members were there. So immediately one professor from Nigeria, he responded regarding this plagiarism and other thing. Write on your own. Write on your own. See, we are not native English speakers. We don't get enough writing skills. These are all issues were there. Okay. But one day or the other day you need to write your research article or your thesis. You need to write, no other way. So when you practice, see, uh, if you see some 26 articles if I'm having, for the first second articles, most of the first and second articles for my research work, with the help of the base paper only I have written. Base paper in the sense that is more some research work that is more relevant to your research work. A simple example I can provide you. If I am doing some research work on consumer behavior of Airtel network, you may be using Airtel network, the Airtel SIM, or for your mobile. Okay. So if I'm doing the consumer behavior of Airtel, so now Professor, Professor like Professor Deepak, he may be doing some research in consumer behavior of Geo mobile. Okay. So now already one research article is published in with the help of Airtel. Okay. Now the consumer behavior, the questionnaire, the survey, data collection, everything is same. The research article is published for Airtel. Now I am taking that article as a base paper for me because my research work is for GeoSIM, Geo network. Okay. No feedback, man. No feedback, man. Yeah. So always keep in your mind for the first and second article, if you are using with the help of the base paper, if you are writing your research article, it will be easier. The next and other articles easily you can write. Easily you can write. Okay. But for the first article, normally we won't give a try. We for the first article itself, we will be because I will be receiving so many messages. Sir, can you assist me for writing PhD thesis? So many. Some professors they are calling and telling me that we need to write five thesis. Okay, per thesis some thousands. It will be around some lakhs and lakhs. I don't get enough time for doing all these things, but then I said, you don't want to pay any money also. I'll be providing training how to write because from starting even like contents, abstracts, introduction, literature review for everything, introduction part, each and everything in the thesis I am giving training, but still they not accepted. We give all this data, need someone to write. Now you also do lot of things right on your own, and you will be going for faculty position. Okay, there will be someone will be doing their works and they will be also coming with you, but I am sure they cannot survive throughout the entire career. In current, if you see in Chennai, most of the earlier days, some faculties they used to give consultants works and other thing, writing research article and other, it went for publications of 15,000, 20,000. All these things happen. Now the issue is these many faculty members, their salaries were half in many institutes. Okay, so they don't get enough salary. They don't because but from the institute level they are asking progress. How many articles you have published? How many patent you have published? How many copyrights? How many books? How many book chapters? All these things. The project work has been completed. With that work you have done further project proposal. All these things. So whatever you are writing, finally this issue will be there. Even now, if you see the research proposal, all these things, they are checking the plagiarism. You see, for applying for postdoc, whatever it may be, your proposal should be new. So everywhere these plagiarism problems will come. So if you write on your own and learn by yourself, till your entire career, you can stand in your own leg. Or for every time you need help from others. Okay, I know one professor in Chennai is he'll be telling me that my 30% of the salary of every month I'm keeping separately because his level is like he's be paying for SC index journal like 1,80,000 such a way he's doing. I said to him that same SC index journal without paying any single rupee within 3 months or 6 months you will be getting acceptance. Okay, so these are all were happening. Okay, so be careful in all these things. So write your article by your own. Obviously, the reviewers may be giving good comments or bad comments. Uh, okay. So this plagiarism, always keep in your mind, write on your own. Obviously, you will be not getting much plagiarism. Okay, but always keep in your mind. Don't think that if you have a big paragraph, you also have to write a same big paragraph. See, if I'm reading a big paragraph, it may contain some 10 sentences, as I shown in the screen. Right? See here. Once again, I will share that so that you can easily understand what we see. You can see here some paragraphs, right? Various process, Smita Shah, Vishal Ashok Bose. These are various researchers. I have provided them around some 10 to 12 sentences. Okay. I mentioned them. You can write minimum 3 sentences to maximum any number of sentences, but it should be on their own. Here they have written for some 4 sentences. Okay. Then here they have written little bit less. Here they have written little bit more, and they have added their own works. Okay. Here just they have written very less, a study of some kind of a title. Here they have written very less, which means you can write on your own. You can write on your own for 1 or 2 sentences also you can, right? You can write a big paragraph also. Okay, so please keep in your mind, you can, but we are not trying it. That's all. We are not trying it. See, many researchers from the starting itself they will be getting help from Quillbot or various softwares. If you do that, it will be more difficult for you throughout your career. You cannot write any single sentences on your own. Even you will be having a doubt whether this grammar is correct or not. All these problems will be there. Okay, so finally, when you go for checking the plagiarism, some sentences may be having the issues will be there. So for that purpose, you can, because earlier days in plagiarism in many article it is around some 30% is allowed. Now if you see some of the reputed journals in Elsewhere, Springer and such publications, they came to 20, 15, even some one of the Scopus Index journal recently I was checking, it is less than 15, 12. Okay, it is getting reduced. It is getting reduced. Okay, you can reduce using software, but the meaning, see in Quillbot, if I type brick, it will be changing to block. Brick is different, block is different. By using some AI, whatever maybe the technique, they are rephrasing it, but the meaning is not the same, right? If you write on your own, the meaning will not change. If you write on your own, meaning will not change. Okay, so be careful in all these things. Yeah, are you connecting workshop on writing? Yeah, I think not this next month. Then we are planning to conduct regarding writing research article, and I think on 10th we have nearly 10th, or we have like 2 week program with the MSME regarding this. Many topics will be covered. I will be sharing the advertisements. If you are interested, you can participate. You'll be getting certificate from MSME. Yes, sir. So, any query regarding this plagiarism and other things?
Hello, sir.
Yes, professor. Yes, professor.
Yeah, sir, actually, while searching in Google Scholar, we find that 3 things: citation, second one is HI index, and the third one is ITAN index.
Yeah.
So, what are the basic difference between these 3?
So just 1 second. I will share. Can I share my screen and I will explain, sir? So it will be a bit easier for you. Okay, I think my screen is visible. See, this
Yes.
is my Google. Yeah, this is my Google Scholar profile. So this is my profile. Okay. Now, so here, if you see, I'll take this
Towards
article.
right, sir. Towards right, sir. Citation, H index.
Oh, this. Okay, okay.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, this citation is like, these are my whole citation counts like 16 plus 8 plus 6 plus 6 plus 5 plus 5. So that is, when you count all these things, it will be 69. Okay. H index, which mean uh, Like I am having 5 articles, more than 5 citations. I am having 5 articles having more than 5 citations. Are you getting my point, sir? You can see
Yes, sir.
here
Yes, sir.
this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This both are 5, right? Okay, 5 articles. That is the reason here it is mentioned 5. Another an example I can tell you. For an example, if I am having 20 articles, sorry, if I am having 100 articles, if I am having 100 articles, where only 20 articles is having 20 or more than 20 citations. I am
Yes, sir.
having 100 articles where 20 articles were having 20 or 20 plus citation. Okay. So which means my H index is 20.
Yes, sir.
Okay. ITEL index mean you can see in my screen. Okay. Only one article crossed more than 10 citation.
Yes, sir.
So ITEL index is 1.
Okay, sir.
Okay. Okay.
Yes,
Yeah,
sir.
sir,
Yes.
you understand, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, sir. Okay,
Okay,
thank you,
sir.
sir.
Okay. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Sir, excuse me, sir. There is one
Ye-
more question.
Yes,
Uh,
professor.
yeah, sir. Sir, actually, I am not having any type of Turnitin facility to my nearby. So, what should I do, sir, for removing plagiarism?
Sir, for removing plagiarism,
Is there
I
any
think,
free type of software or any
sir,
other type of tools that provide me free
sir,
service?
sir, for checking plagiarism, you send your article to me. I will check and I will let you know, sir.
Yeah,
For
yeah, sir.
checking
Okay, sir.
plagiarism, yes, sir. Okay, sir.
Yeah, sir. That will
You
be.
please,
Yeah, sir. Yeah,
you
sir.
please mail
Definitely.
me. So normally we charge earlier we charge 50 like some months ago. Now we are charging 100. So you send me, I will that we can see, sir. It's not an issue.
Definitely, sir.
Yeah, yes, sir. Okay, sir.
Sure, sure, sir. Thank you. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir. I think if there are no more queries, I think we will wind up today's sessions. We'll meet you all tomorrow at 6 in the evening. Thank you. Thank you all. Thank you.
Hello.
Thanks a lot,
Yeah,
sir.
yeah, yeah,
Hi,
yeah, yes,
Vijay sir.
professor.
Will
Yeah,
you
yeah,
please provide this PPT to us?
yeah, yes, professor. We have a link,
Yeah, because
slide
it
share
is
link.
very important.
Yeah, yeah,
Okay, it is compacted within for 1 hour or 1.5 hour, but it is
yeah, yeah.
very vast and needs to further go through.
Yes, professor. Surely the video link also will be shared with you.
Please.
Okay, okay. Thank you. Thank you, professors. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much.